In today's video, I'll be giving you guys some tips and tricks in order to master Locust Guy, including the best combos, movement, and some other tips and tricks. So let's start with the special ability Flight. If you didn't know, this is the only character in the game to be able to do air combos, and with the third and fourth move, you can actually do it. All you gotta do is get them in the air, which with Crushing Jaws, you can do it like this, and then you gotta aim at them and you can hit them. Now, the aiming part is probably the most difficult. So you do have some sort of grace period in the air. If I were to throw him, let him drop a little, and then get to him, I still do have time to do my M1s. So don't panic as you're throwing them. That's the major thing. I feel like everybody, when they get into this scenario right here, they're like, oh no, oh no, oh no. But you still have so much time to do things. Also, while in the air doing your M1s, be as slow as possible. Just get the timing down. 1, 2, 3. And the next thing is that you can actually extend off of this. So if I grab him, throw him, fly, 1, 2, I could do mucus. Or I could grab him, throw him, fly. You know what I mean? The next thing is using Flight for movement. You can actually get to some really tough places while using this. And I'm not gonna promote running in JJS, but it happens sometimes. Especially when you're getting jumped, you just need to get away. Like, see, this is a pretty common spot on the map. Somebody's chasing you up here, you're running, and you want to do this. And it's hard. It's hard to get up there. Well, something that you could do is like this, and then fly up. And most people can't do that wall climb, so you should be pretty safe up here. You can also do it on this building. If I go up this ladder right here, well, you could also just jump, but realistically, you know, you could do things like that, and it just throws people off. So don't use this character for running, but it is helpful to have Flight when you're in those scenarios, you know? Also, you could use Flight to get to players. Okay. Why are you looking at me? What did I do to you? The next tip I have is to use your ultimate as much as you can. Do not save it. It's not a real awakening. It's just an attack that you could use. You could use it on people blocking. You could use it on people attacking. And it basically is a one shot. Now, the more people you hit with it, it actually will reduce the poison effect. But honestly, it's just something that you need to use, and it will give you the boost to beat that character. Imagine somebody's in their awakening and they're still getting all this poison. All you got to do is something simple like this, and they're dead. The easiest way to land it is actually after Clever. So if I just separate these guys right here, 1, 2, 3, Clever, they get a slight stun, and you should have time to do it. Now, I'm not sure if they could side dash or ragdoll cancel out of it, but that's usually your best bet. And the range is pretty long. Can I hit that guy? Yeah. So you have a lot of distance. Careful with your aim and range though, because you can just absolutely miss somebody. The hitbox is pretty big, but better safe than sorry. Tip number 3 is the best combo that I have for this character. Dash into them, 1, 2, 3, down slam, wing throw, in the air, 1, 2, Crushing Jaws, run with them, slam them down, wait for them to land, and black mucus. That should do a lot of damage while also giving them slowness, damage reduction, and allowing you to follow up with other attacks. You still have Clever available. So it's a very long combo, but it is a very good one that utilizes most of the moves in the toolkit. You can also finish it up with the ultimate if you do have it. So let's try that here. And then they're automatically dead. The next tip I have is a pretty dirty one, but it's to use wing throw and Crushing Jaws to throw people off the map. If you're fighting at the barriers of the map, like over here, and I say I was scrapping with this guy, I got him, and then I grab him, you could just literally do that and send them off. You can't really do it with Crushing Jaws, but you could use it into wing throw if you'd like. So if I did Crushing Jaws and I was running with him until I was right here, boom, fly up to him, and you're gone, buddy. Also, try not to follow the map yourself. But yeah, wing throw is incredibly OP if you're near the edge of the map. Grab them and throw them, like literally. Let's see how far away you could do it. Can I do it from like over here? Jeez, what about like from over here? There's no way I could throw it from over here. Yo, you could throw them at like from this purple building. Also, not even throwing people out the map. Honestly, wing throw is just a good attack to get people away from you in general. If somebody had their ult and you were able to do wing throw, you could just launch them away, and get to running. And they're far. Like, not even Sukuna's rush attack can get this close. You gotta make sure you're doing that when they don't have... Got him. As you can see, he had ult, but that was not a problem for Locust Guy. The next tip I touched on earlier, but it actually is a very important thing. It's not panicking when you're in the air. Like, when you're here, take your time in the air. You know what I mean? Like, you have so much time. Like, look how much time in the air you have. Launched up. And I could still do it all those seconds later. You have copious amounts of time, so just take your time and aim your mouse. If you're not doing a good job with it, just go into a private server and literally practice doing your wing throws. Catching them, M1, do it again. Catching them, M1, do it again. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing that if you're not having a good time with it. Next is to use clever to disable moves such as like swift kick or even curse strikes. As somebody's coming into you, you could do clever because it gives you iframes and then you could get out of there. The timing is going to be the hardest part of that, but I'll insert a clip of me doing it. Tip number 7 is to keep a small gap when you're doing crushing jaws because the hitbox is only going to be in front of you and you do move with the attack. You can see me earlier, I was missing it, but if you stay about like right here, you will always get it. Because if not, and you're up close in their face, you're gonna have to 1-2. You're just gonna have to hope that they stay in front of you if you stay too close, which they're not gonna do most of the time. It's usually gonna be like this, and then they're gonna be over here, so you have to aim at the last second. But if you were just to give it some space, you will always land it. Next tip is just a cool one. You can use clever after an uppercut. And you can get right into it. So that's just a cool thing. You get ragdoll and everything. You can also do it, because you can't do it after the down slam. It's just gonna miss. So the perfect way to set it up is to do an uppercut. 1, 2, 3, uppercut, and you're ready to go. Tip number 9 is to be aggressive with this character. Cooldowns are long, so you have to keep constant pressure while you wait. People also underestimate this character, so use that to your advantage. And my last and final tip is to only use black mucus on ragdolled characters. Do not try to be aiming where people are gonna go and trying to hit them. Just keep it simple and hit them like that, or when they're already on the ground like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just too hard to predict where they're going, and the startup is so long that you're literally gonna have to be like a second in the future. And you do have a little bit of margin for error to miss. Like, you don't have to be directly on them, but it is still pretty hard. Now that you're a grasshopper master, you should join my Discord because I might be hosting some tournaments there. So if you want to show off your new skills, then just click the link in the description. Also, subscribe so you can keep up with every single Jujutsu Shenanigans update, because every Saturday I post within hours of the update. But that's all. Millz Mafia out. Yeah.